Well, the video I'm going to show today it's probably my favorite. Oh yeah, that's nice. Um, Fuck. It's kind of long. It's almost 15 minutes. And God, I I teared up just watching it. I'm not going to do any whatever, outro. God, I can't even think. Um, this is one that means a lot to me, and just like the point of all of this, it's to share. I really truly hope that this stuff means something to people. I really do. So, here it is.
Okay, I got off work about a half hour ago. Um, yeah, several things got to me at work. Okay, several things happened. I've got a bad back. I have upper back problems, which is muscle, and it's about here level on my back. Then I have lower back problems, and that's the spine. And I also have sciatica. Well, I don't right now. I've gotten it twice. Each time it's been really, really severe, and it's from the base of my back all the way down my right leg and all the way into my feet. I mean, like in my toes sometimes it gets so bad. But when I have sciatica, I just can't get off the floor. I mean, for more than 30 seconds, a minute and a half, 2 minutes, I'm really pushing it. Very, very painful, but not the most pain I've ever been in. And I will tell that story, and I've told it to a lot of people, but it's something else. Anyway, without getting into it, I can handle just insane amounts of pain. I mean, it's just not right that anybody can deal with pain. Anyway, I don't want to sound like I have an ego about it. I really, for most of my life, I haven't been able to admit it because I didn't want to seem like I had an ego, because I really had an anti-ego. I mean, it was just this negative, dark self-view. Anyway, by the time pain starts to bother me, I am so far beyond any over-the-counter stuff like aspirin, ibuprofen, Tylenol, Advil, whatever, doesn't matter. By the time it bothers me that much, I am so far beyond it, and the only thing that was like really, really heavy painkillers. And I've only really gotten that several times in my life. I mean, don't get me wrong, they're really fun. They'd be very addictive, but I've yet to have a doctor truly understand this about me. One other thing, I can't feel pain in my ears. Don't know why. It's been my whole life like that. My mom told me stories. When I was an infant, I stopped eating, so she took me to the doctor. The doctor then checks me out and then starts screaming at my mom how could she not bring in the child earlier, and she's like, he wasn't fussing, and the doctor told her that my eardrums were on the verge of exploding, and I'm an infant. The reason work wasn't really that great, I told you about the bad back. I get that all the time, and at jobs like this, my upper back hurts, but the thing is, it's not pulling, and so I'm not pulling my back, but the thing is, it just aches really bad, and it just goes more and more and more and more. And I need to be careful with it when I'm off of work, because I just need to relax the muscles and lay down, and I'm fine the next day. And so it's just this process over and over, and it's this whole time and it's never a break in it. And so I'm used to this. It sucks. There's nothing I can do about it, and I'm not going to get addicted to pain pills because, like I said, the little shit doesn't work. Period. It's really windy today. There's a storm coming in, rain's on and off. And I'm going to work, and my door's open, and I'm leaning in to grab my coffee mug. And a gust of wind just changes direction and slams the door in the back of my knee. I'm the perfect height so that it's on my other leg, but that part of the knee, just below the kneecap, and it hit it hard, and it was just, I was just, fuck, son of a bitch, and I never do that with pain. Well, duh, of course I do, but it's rare that I'm just gonna, I was scrubbing dishes at work my first week, and I sliced my knuckle, and it was really bad. I didn't even make a noise, and so I was just, I don't know, I was taking a dish somewhere, and I just didn't have a moment. We were busy to dry my hand off to get first aid, and so I put this dish back, and the girl that was training me walks back, and my knuckle is just dripping blood, and she's like, "What the hell did you do?" I was like, "Oh, where's the first aid kit?" And she's like, "Oh my god." So I over exaggerated the blood, but still, I think it's funny. It's not right that anybody can experience shit like this, and so it didn't get to me. It hurt, my back hurt, and so it's halfway through, I'm going to lunch, and this part's probably the borderline personality disorder, but there's a little bit of egocentric to it and reading way too much into shit. So it just seemed to me that now that I'm starting to be more open about being transgender, that I'm starting to tell people outside of the people I really, really, really trust. And so I'm just, that got to me. And I'm fighting it. And, it's just awful. And so I really couldn't react well with the girls I worked with. It was just, okay, yes. But I was more vocal than I would have been when something like this happened in the past. Oh, I hate being that way. At least with the customers, I wasn't cracking jokes and making them laugh like I can. And when it's been so great is because I can do that. I can make every customer laugh. And I can make the girls laugh too. But the customers I helped them, I was pleasant, I could smile. I made a few chuckle here and there, but it wasn't me. And last year, or even a few months ago, I would have thought that person was me. And it just, just 180. And just incredible. I mean, I didn't realize this until I just barely said it. I didn't even think of this. It's why I like doing these videos, is because there's nobody around. It's just me, and I don't have to worry about putting across my point of view so somebody else can understand. I really just started doing this because I wanted to hear and see what my girl voice sounded like. And then I watched the video, and then I made a comment about it, on another video, and it just became this thing, and I just keep doing it. I like whatever. Getting off the point a little bit, I smoked some weed when I got home, not only for the pain, but when I get like that, and it's just, I'm trying not to view the world as just fucking with me. And it, whatever anybody says, and even in Oregon where it's legal recreationally and medically, the stigma behind it still, like, I mean, they drug test all over the place here, because if you want a job, even if it's legal, it's, you're fucked still. I mean, the drug test is just like anywhere else that's illegal, and that's pathetic, especially with somebody like me, where I may like to use it, but now that I'm getting older and recognizing my problems, when I get bad, I mean, I made that short video on my last break, and I only did it because I wanted to see how I am when I'm like that. And I hate being honest enough to look at it and watch it and just to see it. It's not, but looking at it helps. As much as I hate it, it helps. And so, I take a couple of hits and I work out of it. And I couldn't have done that before. Just coming around like I have and admitting the stuff that I have. Life is so intertwined that you can't stop the definition of one thing into another. Everything's connected. And science is great, but I have a problem with anything that uses reductionary reasoning, because everything is so complicated. You can't take away all the variables and expect to have an even close result. It's impossible to grasp, and even the biggest computers can't grasp it. And to me, that proves that there is an endless well of knowledge. There is no place knowledge stops. It will grow forever. And the people like Richard Dawkins, or even Neil deGrasse Tyson, which I kind of like sometimes, is to be so full of hubris that I know, and if only you knew, then you'd know, like me. And since you don't know, let me, dumb it down for you. I hate that attitude, and I know I give that attitude too. But it doesn't mean I don't hate that fucking attitude. And it's in religion, politics, work. It'll be everywhere. No matter where you go, it's everywhere. So the only thing you can do, which is the only thing I can do as well, is to rise above the fucking game. I'm not going to say don't let it bother you, because that's fucked. I hate that. I hate it when people say that. Of course it's going to fucking bother me. But I refuse to let it ruin my day or my life. Fuck those people. Fuck their game. Go ahead and play it. I've got my shit I'm dealing with. Fuck. I'm glad that I'm not bothered right now about that. I was worried it was going to ruin my night. I really, really was. The pain just, it doesn't matter right now. And I'm not talking as it being a physical problem, but it really doesn't hurt right now. But my back is sore, my knee is sore, but the thing is, right now it doesn't matter. And I like that, because now I can look at other things that do